Hi everyone, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. They are greatly appreciated. This is the daily forecast. It is for all signs. So it is a broad spectrum reading. I can speak in broad terms. You have to figure out if and where it fits in your life, if at all. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. It doesn't mean anything's broken or wrong. It may just not be your reading right now. Take what you need and leave the rest, so to speak. This is originally created for Tuesday, December 5th, but I believe that readings can be timeless. So if you're seeing it on a different date, yet it applies to a situation that's going on in your life or it makes sense to you, by all means utilize it for your own highest good. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily videos. In there is just some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about, what decks I use during the readings, and easy ways to support the channel. Very easy ways, hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy the content. Share the video out, please, with your friends. Let them know about me. Subscribe to the channel, and by all means, leave me a question or comment. I do read them all, and I do enjoy them all. For those of you that do view regularly and comment regularly, thank you. I really appreciate it. Alright, so let's see what the card is today. I will be referring back to the Sunday underpinning reading, which populates in the lower left-hand corner of this reading at the end. So if you want to watch that, because if I start talking about cards you're not seeing in this particular video, I'm referencing back to those underpinning energies, the kind of thing that's going on in the background or the overarching theme for the week. So let's see what our card is for today. Oh wow, the Three of Swords. It's a very pretty Three of Swords. It's one of the, even though the heart is all split up, it's not, to me, it's actually not as painful looking as a traditional Three of Swords. Maybe it's the soft pastels or colors in it. To me, it almost looks like an egg being broken open. And it's interesting that I say that, because when I say that, I think of new beginnings. And we had yesterday's Fool, and we have all of these pages in the Sunday reading. To me, the Three of Swords indicates, swords is the mental realm, right? It indicates like how we communicate, how we process information, what we communicate, what we think, those thoughts around certain situations. And when I look at this, it oftentimes signifies heartache or heartbreak, right? Being in pain, being in sadness, reflecting on the past, going back to sort of negative situations. But to me, that's not the vibe that I'm getting from this card. I'm actually getting from this card, because of the pastel colors, because of the split and that sort of egg aspect to it. It almost looks more like an egg than a heart to me. It feels like something might be being birthed forward, something new, something positive, through, the experiences that we've maybe had in the past of negativity, right? Or of sadness. So I get a feeling that some of you might be revisiting thoughts or sadnesses, past, letdowns or things like that. But in doing so, if you are doing that, something is being reborn or being birthed or being cracked open in a way with this heart that is allowing us freedom. And the interesting thing that's really drawing my attention here, hold on one second, let me cut this deck, is this space right here. It's creating expansion in our heart. Sometimes we need to go through challenging situations, heartache, heartbreak, that sort of a thing, so that we can learn, so that we can expand, so that we can strengthen our heart in a way to love again, right? I'm excited because I've did a little bit of retail therapy, because I've been having quite a bit of emotional time. So I did a little bit of retail therapy. I have a whole bunch of new decks coming for this year, and I'm really excited about them. And where was I going with this? The expansion of the heart. When I think, one of the decks that's coming is this deck that I didn't even know was created, called the Khalil Gibran deck, which is The Prophet, the book The Prophet, which is one of my favorite books. And in there, and I'm going to totally misquote this, but in there, there's a part about heartache, about sadness, and how when we feel that sadness at the depths of our heart, it like carves a deeper like scar or wedge or sadness into our heart, but what that does for us, enables us to reach newer depths within our heart of love, right? Or care or compassion. It's almost like we need to have the the sadness, the pain, and then the recovery to then be able to love all the more, if that makes sense, right? And so I feel like that's what's going on here. There's an opportunity here maybe to let go of things of the past or reflect upon them, but also understand how they informed us, how they have expanded us, how they've taught us at a heart level about who we are, how strong we are, and what we can withstand in a way, right? So I actually feel like this is a rebirth card, which is not something that I normally get with the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is usually about like, oh shit, we're in trouble, like this is going to be rough go. This to me feels rather reformatory. I don't know if that's the correct word, but that's the word I'm going to use. And the reason why I say that is we had yesterday's card was the Fool, right? About being open and ready for new adventures and new journeys and new possibilities. But we also in the Sunday reading had a lot of page energy. The Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. And that idea of non-duality. And so when we look at this, yes, it can be seen as heartache, but it can also be seen as deepening the capacity for the heart to heal, deepening the capacity for the heart to love. That's sort of like the concepts behind the book in the Prophet. It's one of my favorite. I don't know the quote offhand, but it's one of the things that when I read it in that book, I like literally opened up crying. I'm dying for this deck to get here. It's going to be coming soon. And I'm going to be using it. I'm going to try and do some different stuff with the channel. So any suggestions or ideas of what you guys want to see, please leave it in the comments. But I have a bunch of new decks coming. I might go back to doing a couple of pick-a-cards or things of that nature, but I feel like this is exploring that concept of even though there's pain, even though there's sadness, even though there's tragedy, sometimes those tragedies, sadnesses, and pains expand us in a way, educate us in a way, make us stronger, and lighter in a way. I actually get a real light feeling from this, like a freedom or a liberation, maybe coming from old pains of the past rather than being stuck in it. This card does not feel stuck. It feels like it's about expansion and moving forward, if that makes sense. I hope that does. Let's go to the Divine Abundance card. So it is flow. We've seen him before. Allow me, Divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. So however we may be expanding, whether it's mentally, emotionally, through the past, through experiences of the past, flow with it. Glide like this dolphin. You know, this dolphin's definitely like got a keen eye on us in the present moment, but he's also sort of like, it looks like he's nurturing that heart there. Dolphins are highly communicative. You know, they're extremely as far as sea creatures go, they're probably top level communicators, and they're very compassionate, sweet animals. So be compassionate, be sweet to yourself, and flow with the things that you're going through today. Flow with the changes, open to the expansion. Give yourself that. Remember, the grounding stone for this week is give. Give yourself this opportunity to heal your heart, to expand your heart in ways that maybe you didn't otherwise know or didn't see coming. I think that there's an opportunity here. And I love the purple color in the flow card too, because to me that's crown chakra energy. That's like spiritual knowing. That's a color of royalty or, a sort of the highest order, right? So allow yourself to rise up above maybe the negative thoughts and understand that sometimes these experiences are here to inform us, to teach us, to expand us, so that we can hold more love in our heart going forward into the future. Okay, let's look at the clarifiers. So first we have the Three of Cups. Also, I will say this too, because this kind of keys into the dolphin. It's about joy. Dolphins to me are a very joyous, fun-loving animal, right? Or sea creature. And so the Three of Cups is about coming together in celebration. And it's interesting with the Three of Swords and then the Three of Cups. We have two threes here. The threes to me represent the idea of the mind, body, and spirit aligning together. And then the Three of Cups would be like sort of the emotions of that, right? The feeling better, the re-embracing, the being around those that we love, being around, focusing on those that we are, harmonious with, or creating more harmony in our life. Maybe through revisiting, some of the pain of the past, but also releasing it, allowing it to expand us, flowing with it, right? So I feel like this is actually a really good day, even though it leads with the Three of Swords. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, Miss Independent. So, again, I'm going to just talk about, I don't know, it's funny to me this week, these cards are giving me, all right, so the divine abundance for the week is non-duality, right? Like where I told you we're not supposed to look at the good and the bad, the light and the dark, the male, the female, the differences. Rather, look at the similarities. Understand that it's all part of one greater whole. And so what I see here is again another balance between the cups and the pentacles, earth and water, which we saw in the Sunday reading. We see the three and the three here, which also is in balance. We also see the three of cups represents union, celebration with those that we love, coming together around like friends, family, partners, and enjoying them. But the Nine of Pentacles, which is, that earth water connection, she's about being secure in herself, solo. She's always like the woman that has everything except for the partner or the lover, right? She's talking to her falcon there. But to me, this is like the public, the persona, the person, right? And so feeling complete and whole and loving outwardly towards those that we love, and also complete, whole, and able to give to ourselves today, to stand and ground in our own strength while we maybe go through this expansion of the heart and our thoughts, and while we flow towards something bigger, more positive, more beneficial. The last card is the Page of Pentacles. Now, he is the underpinning energy in all of this from the Sunday reading. And I love how he's totally turned to the future in this particular card, right? So to me, seeing him again, it's taking me back to the Sunday reading, which reminds me that he's grounded in something new, some new idea, some new way of being, some new way of thought or choice that we can use to educate ourselves, to bring us new understandings, awareness, and move us into the future in ways that are productive. Albeit maybe a little bit slow at first, and we may be learning in the moment, but that learning is building something. It may be slow because pages are young, they're youthful, they're learning as they go. But there's an optimism here, especially with that flow card and dolphin, and the independence of the Nine of Pentacles is, I almost want to say, like, we've been to this rodeo. So now it's like we learn how to ride the horse, right? We're learning another aspect to what it is that we want to build. The other thing that I'm going to point out here is that the Page of Pentacles in the main deck had that pentacle around his solar plexus, like where we create from. This page, to me, he's lifted it up into the sky now, like he's giving it to the universe, like maybe a decision has been made in what we want from the universe or in our lives, and we've taken that want or that desire from our solar plexus, and we're about to release it out into the universe by holding it up and handing it over and going, okay, show me, teach me, let it come to me. I believe that it will come to you because the Nine of Pentacles is all about having the things that we want and being grounded in that and knowing that, right? So there's a completeness that I feel here that is really nice, even though there's this new opportunity that's taking place, this shift, this turnabout, this change within our heart, our mind, that offers us freedom and new opportunity. So let's see, what is the grounding stone for today? All right, I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. Heart chakra energy. It is malachite, associated with the heart chakra, which we have here. It actually matches this blue background, blue-green background, quite beautifully. The word is inspiration. When I think of inspiration, it's like, it's definitely the root of the word is spirit, our own desires, our own needs, what's in our heart, right? Allowing that inspiration to guide us today, understanding that we can ground in that inspiration and actually bring it into a 3D reality for ourselves and flow with it rather than fight against it is going to be key. Give yourself this opportunity. Feel it from your heart. And understand that, like, you're complete and whole even as you continue to expand, learn new things, or create new opportunities for yourself through that Page of Pentacles. Understand that you have all of the assets and experiences that you need to make this shift or change. So ground in that inspiration, be inspired, get excited, and really feel it. Feel the joy of the dolphin, the joy of the Three of Cups. That is your reading for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, by all means, if you did, hit that thumbs up button, share the video out on Facebook or wherever, and subscribe to the channel and leave me a question or comment. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.